Okay, hello everyone. Today we are going to show you something that many of you might not know about the internet, and that is everything on the internet is here to stay forever. Once you post something to the internet, it's here. And this is especially important in this field of minerals because a lot of times people that are buying minerals from dealers like to request that they take the price off so that the price isn't on there anymore, and then they resell the mineral for possibly a higher amount. So I just want to show you that there's no actual chance of doing that. Once something's on the internet, it's there forever. And I also want to clear up another misnomer about who had the very first internet website for minerals. So let's begin by showing you something that I like, and that is archive.org. And on archive.org we have this feature called the Wayback Machine. With the Wayback Machine, we can take a look at the archive pictures of every website that is of any import on the internet. All we have to do is type in the address that we're going to, and in this case we're going to go to the VUG and see what it's looked like over the years. We click Take Me Back, and now we have a list of screen captures of the website, the VUG, through 2002 all the way up to 2008. What we can do is we can see what was the first actual appearance of the VUG, and here in 2002 we have the first incarnation of the VUG, and we can see that it had been online since June of 2002, and the Internet Archive had started archiving it sometime in, was that August? Yes, August. So it took a couple months before the VUG became important enough to actually warrant being archived on here. So you're not going to get your websites that get very few hits. Those typically will not be archived. But any good website is going to be archived here. So what we're going to do is, over the years, you can see the humble beginnings of the VUG, and it didn't change a whole lot. Let's take a look. This is April of 2004, excuse me, 3, and quite a different VUG as what you see today, of course. Now with lots more content and features on there. So it's progressed quite a bit, as you would hope. And you can even see when we took over the VUG, which would have been right here on November 26th. See, we had an announcement because we took over, and the first copy of the VUG that we launched on there was December 6th of 2005. And this is the first version of the VUG. Quite different than what you see today too. So it's neat because on archive.com with the Wayback Machine you can see a website as it grows, and I'll take you to another example of this that I really like, and that is Rob Levinsky's website, iRocks. And on here you can see that the archive starts back in 2000, May 10th of 2000, and let's see what was on there. Here we go. Here's the first archive version of iRocks in 2000, quite some time ago. And what I really like about going into the Wayback Machine is you can see exactly what kind of material the dealer was selling back in the day. And with Rob's case, he had lots of minerals in the very inexpensive range, going in the tens to hundreds of dollars. So that was kind of neat. If you think that iRocks has only had the very best and most expensive rocks, it's not necessarily the case, as everybody starts somewhere. With, let's see, Trinity Minerals. And the first archive for that is 1998. December of 1998. And so, of course, this isn't when the person launched the website, but this is when it got important enough to start archiving it. So it had been online for longer than that, since 1996, but it took until 98 before the Wayback Machine started capturing the website. We can also take a look at Mindat. And here we go, March 2nd of 2001. Here you go, there's the very first capture of Mindat.org, and as you can imagine, it's been a lot of work to get it to today's wonderful mineral database that it is. Quite a difference. So, the thing is that with the Wayback Machine, if the Wayback Machine captures what your website looks like on this day, and you've got a mineral and it has a price on it, it's going to capture it, and there it is for eternity. So if you sell it on down the line here a month later and you've taken the price off, we can still go up here and see what the price was. Also, be careful not to post things that you're going to regret posting on the internet. Something that you might want to take back, slanderous, libelous things. Don't put them on here, because we can go back and take a look at anything and get the proof of what's going on. So, for instance, let me show you this very popular book, The American Minerals Treasures, a coffee table monster hardback book that lots of people have and love. Well, in here there was a entry about Bo Gordon of Genuine Minerals, and he claimed that he opened the very first website devoted to the sale of minerals in 1989. That notion was first told by Bo in the pages of the Mineralogical Record, and I think it's interesting that Bo Gordon would say that he had the first website for mineral sales, when if we just go to Google and type in first website ever made on the internet and search, we'll find out that the very first website, and not mineral website, but the very first website, was put online August the 6th of 1991. So it is impossible, completely impossible, for anyone to have proclaimed that they have a mineral sales website in 1989 or the 80s or whatever date they're coming up with. The very first mineral sales website is Amethyst Galleries. This site right here, Amethyst Galleries, was one of the very first domain names to be registered. Because if you see, it's actually galleries.com. And as you can imagine, that is a pretty straightforward, nice one-word website domain name. That got snatched up real quick. What happened was Amethyst Galleries was created to list minerals by name and class and the groupings, but also to give you minerals that were available for sale. So if you, let's say you were looking up quartz, you would be able to see the descriptions about quartz, and then also a list of minerals that were for sale. So the very first internet mineral sales site, Amethyst Galleries. And let's just go ahead and take and copy galleries.com and stick that into the Wayback Machine and see what we get. And it is archived all the way back to 1996, December 29th of 1996. So I believe the archive doesn't go back much further than 96. So, as you can see, Mineral Galleries, the very first internet rock shop. So, if you see anyone that is claiming to have the first internet rock shop, if they're not Amethyst Galleries, then they're not telling the truth. So let's take a look at Bo Gordon's website, because, you know, Gended Minerals, they had a website, right? So before he quit and joined the ministry, he had Gended Minerals. Oops. Gotta go through it in there. And Gended Minerals, the very first archive of that is in 2000. So, when I've looked this up, Gended Minerals, he has a copyright of 2000 on his website. And then actually what I found was very interesting, that if we checked out some of his other updates throughout the ages, 2006 I believe it was when he starts doing a copyright on his site. Right here he has 2000 through 2004. And then before he closed his website down, it was copyright 1989 through 2000 through 2004. I find that to be very confusing, Mr. Bo. So if you want to get in contact with me and let me know why you would recall that in your letter to the mineralogical record, which led to this mistake in this wonderful book, that'd be very interesting. Hey, I think that's proof enough that you want to be careful with anything that you put on the internet, because it's right there and it'll come back at you.